let me share with you what girls don't do when it comes time to flirting with us that we wish they would do. I'm going to grab your eye, Sylvia, for a second. I want you to typically look away like you would in a nightclub, but just being yourself. Ready? Okay. So I'm just kind of minding my own business. I'm going to look away. Okay. I got her for half a second. And that's typically what happens. And do you know why that is? I didn't know why. Women are tired of being approached by derelict men. Guys, 18 to 80 hit on them every single hour of the day. Let me relate it to guys so we can understand. We spend $1,500 for Super Bowl tickets, and we're front row center. And there's a whole row of large, heavy-set women behind us that are drinking beer, and they're loud, and they keep tapping us on the back right in the middle of an interception, saying, hey, come back here and sit with us in our row. Do you want to talk to them? No. You're in the middle of Super Bowl. She's not your type. You already knew when you look back. She's not my type. You don't want a beer. You don't want popcorn. You want to be left alone. But that's what it's like to be a lady every day of the week. They get hit on. They get people following them into elevators, and they're trapped. They have to go out in 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s as groups to keep the guys off of them because they're all about hunting. And bam, they think if you're in a bar, you must be single, free game. They don't even ask. They just walk right in for the kill. Hey, what are you doing? You want to go home tonight? Hey, what are you doing? Can I buy you a drink? Hey, you want to check out my jacuzzi? Hey, I got a big boat in the marina. Let's go over here. Guys don't even take the time to get to know them. They just shortcut that, and a woman says, no thanks. So, unless a woman can validate your intentions, you've got no chance at a relationship with her. Either you have to validate them for her through telling her what you do, talking to her, building rapport like you guys did at the restaurant, or just engaging her in conversation. The problem is we don't have any place to go to get seat time next to 8, 9s, and 10s and let them get to know us. So we got to walk up, violate their space, and hope that they're single, and you got 30 seconds. Nah, you got 6 seconds. You got to make them laugh, and then you'll get the 30 seconds. So this is what's tough. When flirting comes into the picture, they're not going to hold your eye. That doesn't mean they're not interested in you. Why do they look on the freeways when you're driving? They just sit straight on. They know I'm looking at them. They just don't want to notice. You're at the gym. She puts her headphones on. Oh, man, that sucks.
Actually, at red lights,
headphones.
I think you get a tremendous amount of, I feel safe, I'm in my car. And women do seem to feel more at liberty in a car to look at other men, I find.
It's only because you're driving a Maserati. If you pull up in a truck, eyes forward, that's a Dodge. At the gym, they put their headphones in. They're on there pedaling. And I've been there pedaling right next to them and say, how you doing? Nothing. How you doing? Nothing. She hears me. She doesn't want to talk to me. She doesn't even look my way because if they look, you're engaged and guys are on them. So how are we going to get around this? Look for flirting signs. Look for signs that there's an opening. Look to see who she's with. This is good. Let's say a beautiful girl is with an average girl. Walk up to the average girl, engage her in conversation. Chances are the average girl will talk to you. Why? No other guys walking up, engaging in conversation. Start there, turn your attention to the attractive girl. Start talking to her. Then engage both of them. Because the prettiest girl is going to say, I'm glad my unattractive friend just found a guy. I'm going to leave him alone. So you can only be polite, say hi, how are you, get the thing started, and then turn to the attractive women, and then engage them both, and then you're the nice guy. That's one way to flirt. Another one is just walk up and tap a girl on the shoulder and ask her a question. So if you're in the supermarket and you meet a beautiful woman through one of the aisles, you pass her, she doesn't look, we look, she knows you're there. Make a U-turn, walk back up to her, usually not from the back, but approach from the front, and say, excuse me, can I ask you a question? Excuse me, can I ask you a question? The girl has to stop. What do you want to ask? Do you know what I should do to prepare this? I've got this recipe. Or I'm looking for this certain olive oil. I'm trying to, whatever it is. Just get her to stop and talk to you. Build up some rapport. Look and notice the ring finger and see if she's married. And if she's not, just zoom in on, would you ever be interested in maybe preparing a great meal with some friends? Maybe you invite my friends, you invite your friends. That way it's not one-on-one. It's a combined effort. Maybe we could have some fun and do this. Anything that you can do to flirt. Let's ask a girl what she does to flirt. Rachel, what's your ideas? How can we flirt better?
I have an idea for guys in a bar or lounge type setting. This is kind of advanced, but if you feel that you're very intuitive and you can read a woman's body language and facial expressions, and you see her in a conversation with another guy, and she clearly looks like she's not interested in that guy, this is your prime opportunity to come in and be like the savior, and you can kind of get her away and get her out of that conversation with the guy, and she will automatically talk to you and be so happy to talk to you just because you saved her. If you could be charming and funny from there, like, you've got that girl, definitely.
Great idea. Especially at the bar when guy's hitting on the girl and he's talking to her back. You walk up to her, hi, how you doing? I haven't seen you since last week. And she turns to you and says, hi, how you doing? You say, I got rid of them for you. Do I get to buy the drinks or are they on you?
Oh.
Make some fun, make some conversation. Try to be witty, make her laugh a little bit, but just be kind of in the presence and just enjoy her. And if she doesn't think you're picking up on her, great. So you say that and you look around, I got some friends over there, you guys want to join us? But my favorite flirting line is in a bar, and you won't believe it, guys don't do this, is, hi, how are you? Can I buy you a drink? Can I buy you a drink? It's $20, tip 25. Does a woman buy her own drinks?
Not really.
Right.
Not in this
Do guys
city.
walk up to strange women, ask them to spend $25? Oh, we can afford it. 4 for 100. That's 1 out of 25% that we're going to connect. Just walk up to a girl, hi, how are you? I'm Greg. Can I buy you a drink? So all you have to do is say, I'm generous. I like you. I'm here. You're here. Can I buy you a drink and we'll talk? And it always seems to work where she'll stand there with you. She won't run off and leave you standing there with her drink. She'll stay there with you, and then you engage in conversation. It's a good investment of the $20. But it says I'm generous. Most guys don't. They walk up, her drink is almost empty, and he'll talk to her for 10 minutes, and he won't offer to buy her a drink. How do you keep the momentum going between dates?
Good question. I think to keep momentum going between dates, you have to be interested in the woman's life between the times that you're seeing her. So you can't just plan a date on Saturday and then send her one non-committal text message during the week and then just see her Saturday. You have to engage her. You should give her a phone call during that week. You should see how her work is, what's going on in her life, to show that you care about her life in between the dates. Otherwise, I think it sends the message that you just really aren't that interested. Maybe you just want to hook up with her.
After the first date, how much contact should we have before the second date? How much effort should we put in?
If a guy waits until later in the week to call, it makes it look like he just had last minute plans that were canceled, or his level of interest wasn't that high and he's just going to go out with this girl because he has nothing better to do, frankly.
So never on a first date, pick a specific date for a second date, leave it open-ended. I had a great time. Can we do it again sometime? Always notice how she says goodbye to you. Do you get a good hug? Do you hold it for an extra second? Does she give you a kiss? Should you go in for the kiss? Let's talk about that if you had a good first date. I've pooled a lot of ladies, and we've got 2 of them here, but I pooled a lot of ladies and asked them, should you try to kiss a girl on a first date? And 50% of women said no, and 50% of women say yes. And I still will. I think it's a good gauge to try. I'm not going in for tongue wrestling, but I would like to give a nice, gentle kiss and see if it's reciprocated. And then I've asked women that said no after we started a relationship, why did you do that? And they said it was just too soon. I was just uncomfortable. I didn't really get to know you. I didn't know you well enough at that time. That's too personal a space. So I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer. You just go with your gut feelings. But here's a good way to tell if a woman is into you during a date. So you go to dinner, you have a really nice meal, great cocktails, good conversation. You go to another restaurant for dessert or after hours drinks. And you're walking down the street, put your arm out. If she doesn't take it, you're not doing so well. Put your hand out, just gently, so she sees it. If she takes it, she'll hold your hand, you walk to the crosswalk. If as soon as she gets the crosswalk, she drops your hand or takes her arm away, you're not doing so well. If she holds it through the green light to the red light and she crosses with you, you're doing great. It's just a soft way of seeing, how am I doing? And test it. Women like to touch a guy that they're attracted to, but it's not in an overt manner. Paying the bill. Guy, this is really important at the dinner table. When the meal's over and they bring you the check, open up the jacket, take out your credit card, don't even look, throw it in, and put it on the table. Do not look at the bill. If you look at the bill, watch what happens. Have a nice conversation. They hand me the bill. I open the bill. What does that say about me? I'm concerned about the money. I'm concerned about, is it right? I'm taking my time away from my lady to decide, is the bill right? So what, they beat me out of a $5 salad. Oh well, don't look. If you just take the envelope, you throw your credit card in, and you don't miss a beat, and just say, take that, and you keep talking. What did I just say? I'm generous. I don't mind spending money on you. Never look at the bill. Never pay cash. Does anybody pay cash? No. If you pay cash, you're counting up dollars, and she's thinking, I wonder if he has credit. Never pay cash. Just always pay it that way. When they seat you at a loud table, and I hate when they do this, the restaurant's Friday night, Saturday night, they sit us right in the middle. There's 13 tables around us right in the middle. I say, no, thank you. Do you mind if I wait a little longer? I'm with an important person. I'd like to sit in the corner. How long for a table? I don't mind taking care of the maitre d', even if there's no maitre d', whatever you can say. Oh, well, let us prepare something for you. The lady thinks, wow, he's looking out for us. And there's no reason to be on top of people. It's so hard to talk and be intimate and romantic when there's people listening to you. You go to Mr. Chow's, and I mean, it's every 36 inches. Just say no.
One of the dates that you guys sent me on,
Yeah.
closer than this to the next table, it was
Yeah.
a nice fancy restaurant too.
You
I
just
was
say no.
really irritated, but the place was like busy like Friday night, I couldn't do anything about it.
Just say no. Yes, you could. You know what works?
Okay, well, I mean, other than that, but the place
Can you
was
find me a
calm,
little
I
better
couldn't
table?
even get the reservation, so.
But do that. I mean, 20, 100, get a better table. Even if you wait 5 minutes, let's go have a cocktail. Show me a better table. It says, I'm in charge. He was protecting me. He's got balls. He's confident. He's not going to get steamrolled. And man, it makes a good impression.
We are the nation's most exclusive matchmaking agency for men seeking the extraordinary rather than the ordinary. We are the nation's only male-owned introduction agency, and we get it. The only thing more impressive than our female clients is our remarkable results. Join the thousands of gentlemen that have chosen us to add excitement to their love lives and view hundreds of our stunning women online right now. Call or email us to arrange a private consultation, and we'll discuss in detail exactly what you're looking for in the perfect partner, and then we'll make it happen. Our matchmaking agency is the ultimate search engine for the discriminating man. One stunning introduction after another.